thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. Now, how did I do that? I know it wasn't really synced, so everyone just relaxed. But years ago, 5-6 years ago, techno vocals sort of were in and about. They still are now. And I had my ways of doing it or trying to do it, which I'd get to. A lot of frustration, a lot of trial and error. And I didn't really have any tools to try and make sounds or vocals sound the way I wanted them to. But about 5 years ago, I found Manipulator by Polyverse, which is Infected Mushroom. And it was their promo video, which is on YouTube. I'll put it in the show notes, which sold me straight away because it was exactly what I was trying to achieve from a vocal point of view. So I'm going to quickly touch on it in this video where I'm going to just show it on a talking vocal, which is what we just heard, which is why I bought it. And that was the main purpose and reason why I wanted to use it. But essentially, because it's so cool, you can use it on anything. And I've been using it, or I have used it on everything, but I've been using it on drums again recently because I haven't used this in about 1.5 years. I sort of forgot about it. So we're going to turn Manipulator off. And this is just the original vocal. I just recorded it straight into the Mac. Hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. Hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me. So we turned it on, and we have an initial preset. Great news, there's heaps of them. They're in categories of subtle, morphs, rhythmic, and effects, and MIDI, and it's actually really powerful. You can do a lot with it. I'm pretty sure it's a... I don't know that much in depth about it. I just sort of tweak it for my own liking and taste. It's pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure it's got granulators in it, and it can, what's the bloody word? Bit crush and automate, and you got all these parameters down the bottom. You can widen the stereo field. They actually have a free plugin called Wider, which is for your stereo field. You can detune it. You can smear it. You can do all sorts. Dry, wet, knob. Now, initial preset. So that's going to be dry. Hello. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. Obviously, your standard pitch. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. You can go really chipmunk. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. Hello. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Harmonics. Hit like and hit subscribe. Hello. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. Hello. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit. Let's go this way. Hello. Welcome back. Then you got the dry wet, so you can layer it, you can parallel it. Hello. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. The smear is like a real cool glitch. Smear is good for freezing parts. Anyway, we're going to get into the sound design part later because that's how I use it as well. But yeah, vocals, it's great. What I would do, obviously this is just a talking vocal. There's no chance I'd be using this in the track. But what I would do, and this is what I sort of used to do before I found the plugin, which can still work, might just take a bit more time, where I'd get the same vocal, group it, and what I would do is I would use to transpose down and say transpose up to get that robotic, layered, artificial sound. So if I turn off Manipulator, and this is a very basic thing, but hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. If you don't have Manipulator or you're not going to buy it, that's fine. I'm sure there's other tools out there for vocals. That's the only one I have, and I've purposely bought to use for. Before I had it, I'd do stuff like this: layer the vocal, detune up, transpose down, amp, delay, effect it. You can get there, right? For workflow purposes, this is a bit easier. But that's also a good challenge to see how far you can take your vocal. Good news is, back to these presets, there's heaps. I'll just scan through a couple. They're good starting points. You can then just go in and... Hello. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. Hello. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe. So you can already hear, you can use this stuff, you can use this plugin on anything. The name says it, we're manipulating. And you can use it similar to how I use Glitch Machine's Fracture, where I'd go fully wet. Doesn't matter what the sound source is, and get in there and just fucking tweak to hell and resample so you get your own sounds. You can do that with this, and we're going to go through that. Some that are really aggressive, you can maybe leave them there and just bring down the dry wet.
Thanks for joining me.
And then tweak.
And hit subscribe. Hello.
Yeah, this one's like an anonymous phone call.
Hello. Welcome back and thanks for joining me.
Don't forget smear down here.
Hello. Welcome back and thanks for joining me. Hit like and hit subscribe.
Now all these extra parameters, you can sequence stuff with the LFO. The follower, I haven't really used that much. It's like an envelope follower. Same there, and you can do stuff with the MIDI. To be honest, I've never really gotten that deep with this in terms of all the mechanics. It is a type of plugin I just like to let it do its thing. It's got good presets, tweak the presets from there, then get into it. I'm not specifically really honing in to understand it. I don't really care that much for it.
Hello. Welcome.
You can hear it just by tweaking. You can get pretty cool results pretty quickly.
Welcome back and thanks for joining me.
The FM knob's good too.
Hit subscribe. Hello.
Anyway, that's on a vocal. That's a good easy way to get into some good vocal phrases, one words. If I go here quickly, I think I have some more here.
Caught in a trance.
Come and play.
Come into the darkness.
Come to the party.
Come with me to the unknown.
You know, you can do some processing and stuff like that to create phrases like that, just as an example. So let's get out of the vocal though. And you can use this on anything. In here, I've just put in a field recording from the iPhone. It's actually really bad, but that's the whole point. It's me beatboxing, so just hold your tears of laughter. But it's just straight in the iPhone, then I airdropped it. Not beatboxing, just making hits. Heavy breathing. Point of that is I just wanted a sound to start with. I've thrown that into simpler. Obviously we can control this starting point, trigger it wherever we like. So we can hear it. It's pretty bad, right? But Manipulator, I would then go to, this is what I was going to get into, the preset categories of morphs and rhythmic. They're all really good. But in this case, I'm going to go with, where was it? I think it was morphs. I think this one. Anyway, let's get into it. So between all the presets, the morphs and the rhythmic, really good. Rhythmic obviously used more on full drum kits and percussion. Not that there's any rules, but so let's go here. So Manipulator, morphs, fan fun. Turn it down a bit. Just be careful, because you can really, because it's got the stereo widener in there, plus the smear, and that it really adds to your side signal. So just be cautious of that. You can see we're a lot louder than the mid signal. So just be conscious of that if you're going to use it for your mixing and your general sound. But I'm not going to get into that now. Just be aware of it. But you can hear, if we do some automating, good for build-ups. We can really tweak this. Tension building. Bring the wet down. get that kick out of there. But you can hear what's happening, right? And that's without any automation I've done myself. Really cool shit. And if you think about it, that's just me breathing heavy into an iPhone. If we sort of make it a hit, let's zoom in, get a one shot. And I've just drawn this in MIDI. I'll just shrink the, here we go. Oh, fuck, out of time, hang on. Again, what's going on here? Excuse me. Let's go there, okay. So we've got a knock, transient, whatever you want to call it. Let's see what we can do with this. So let's take the smear and detune off. Yeah, you can get Sims out of this off the bat. Really wide. Of course, once you get to a good point, Ableton amp is just so fucking good. That's a bit out of time because of the octave parameter. Detune's really good. Now, of course, if you just get a, where are we? Get a top loop in there. Get some percussion in there. This will do it. You know, the automation of the plugin and what it's doing. So I've got amp on there just to sort of highlight it, right? But that's just a one shot of me in the iPhone, right? And they're the possibilities. That's where we can take things with Manipulator. Yeah, that's just like a wild synth drone. That's mad. Mind you, we're still in the one preset. Let's tweak this. That's sick. I haven't used this in ages, man. That smear. There we go. I reckon if you automate this smear, yeah, it's sick, man. Whew! I just love noise. Let's turn it up a bit. Wild. Wild. It's fucking mad. Look, a lot of it will sound the same potentially when you're going through the presets, because especially with the one shot, it's just such a short bit of audio that doesn't change much. It's not dynamic. It's not a melody. It's not musical. So as you go through these presets, it might sound the same, but you know, between all the parameters and the automation. Alright, no, that's it. So what I would do here, yeah, I'd either resample all this live, so I got like one big chunk recording, or you can just tweak it like this. So like me here, I'd get a folder, I'd chop all these little gems up, I'd keep them, and I'd go through them. Like all these little sort of peaks and nuggets, like I'd reverse that so it's already shaping that way. Let's have a look. Now, get over there. All this stuff here, I understand they're very short sounds, right? But this is where are we? Delay, where's my delay? Ableton delay for now. You know, this is where you can just create some more details in your tracks. And like, you know, let's say we're doing this. So let's fuck that off. Yeah, this is very basic. I'm just doing it quick for you. Let's have a listen. What else do we have in there? That's a gem. Let's consolidate this so we can then... Let's have a look. Yeah, this is a very quick demonstration, but you can see from that 1 7-second loop that I froze out of a preset that I liked, you can pick small pieces of it to really add it up just for some, you know, effects and details throughout the track. And it was done very quickly. I understand this isn't all really fitting together, that's just more for the demonstration. But again, all these, I would really tweak and pull and transpose. I love transposing. You know, what's the sound up? What's the sound down? Even lower. You know, I would tweak and play. This is how I taught myself so much. Just mucking around. And this is why I love audio. Just the possibility. Now you make your own melodies just transposing shit, right? That's not going to work. You're getting the point, right? But yes, back to here. Manipulator, Polyverse, Infected Mushroom. They've got a free plugin called Wider, which is essentially this module here for your stereo width. It's pretty cool. Check it out. I recommend it. There are other tools out there for the sound design aspect, like Fracture from Glitch Machines. I've done a video on before where you can just go fully wet and sort of, you know, let the tool do its thing. Vocals, though, specifically, like what I was talking about at the start, I purposely bought this for that a couple of years back. There are manual ways to do it, like I quickly demonstrated. Like that's just step one type thing. But for that use, I'd recommend it. That's why I bought it. I'll put in the link below also the actual promo video they did on it. And as soon as I saw it, that's what sold me on it, because that's what I was trying to achieve. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like, hit subscribe. More content coming. Arrivederci. Thank you.